So I want to know what you think if a vote were taken only among inner city blacks in any given big city. Do you want the police disbanded or not? How do you think the vote would go?
I personally believe that they would say not because they know what's going on in the inner cities. So they would not want the police taken away like that. A lot of these families are living without fathers in the home. They just have the mother and the children. And in some cases, the mothers have to go to work. Just imagine if there's no cops around anywhere, the hell just going to break loose. I tremble to think what would happen. And the ideas of not having fathers is bad enough, but then not to have police around to protect the family is overwhelming. A lot of blacks can't believe this, and they know that it's not about them, that somebody else is doing these things in order to gain power and wealth for themselves. They want to turn America into something else instead of the greatness that it is. And I've seen a lot of blacks, and I have to tell you, beforehand, when President Trump first ran, there were many blacks who did not like him because they had believed into the lie. But now that they have seen what he has gone through already and the attacks and how he's able to overcome them, many other blacks are working where they were working until the Chinese virus thing happened, and now this rioting. And they really like the president, and they're going to vote for the president because they have seen for themselves, not what some politicians said or the media, that the man is a good man. He's doing his best. But they don't want the president there. This whole thing is not about George Floyd or whatever his name was and that white cop. This is about an opportunity to get rid of President Trump, to take out the Republicans and bring in the Democrats and turn America into a socialist, crazy society. It's not about all that funeral stuff you saw with the golden casket. It's all just a sham. It's a scam in order to deceive the people. There was a man, black retired officers, I'm sure you know about, by the name of Dorn, I believe his last name.
Yes.
He was killed, Dennis, in the streets. They allowed the man to lay there and die alone while others run around yelling, not knowing what to do. You don't hear one word about that, not from the so-called Black Lives Radical group, Black Lives Matter, or anyone. Why is it that one black life is more important than 1,000? They seem to love one black man that they didn't even know over an innocent one that was trying to do what was right. It's a scam, Dennis. If somebody is controlling Black Lives Matter and Antifa in order to reform or reshape America, and they can't do it with the president in there, they got to get him out. At the funeral, Dennis, they said, one of the preachers said that it's time to clean out the White House. At this Floyd guy's funeral, what did that have to do with the funeral to go political? And most of those people who were at the funeral, they yelled out and they applaud and they were happy to hear that. This is a ploy to destroy America, and we better wake up and get involved before it's too late because there's nowhere else to go. It's the greatest country on this side of heaven. We better appreciate it and start standing up as one before it's too late.
How does somebody get information about Bond?
They could go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com, or jlptalk.com, jlptalk.com. And for the elderly, they can call 800-411-BOND. We're for anyone, really. 800-411-2663. And I want to remind the people, this is a spiritual battle. We are a spirit created in the image of God, and there's a warfare between God's spirit, the good, and the evil, which is not of God. It has nothing to do with what we have been told. It's all lies. It's a game that's been played up on America. And we are a Judeo-Christian nation. We better come back to that before it's too late.
I love you, Jesse.
I love you too, Dennis, and it's a joy to be on with you again, man.
Yes, we'll do it soon again. He is such a good soul that it's actually inspiring